The city of Oslo is the charging capital of the world, with more than 5,800 public AC charging points and more than 600 DC fast chargers as of November 2023. In a city that spans 480 square kilometers in size, there is no place on Earth that has the density of EV infrastructure as Oslo. With that being said, there doesn't seem to be a slowdown in the expansion of the charging network. On the contrary, the network will expand to almost 700 DC fast chargers within a few months, with the charging operator Recharge opening 70 more DC fast chargers, bringing their total number up from 170 to 240 fast chargers in Oslo. In this video, we take a look at some of the impressive new charging stations and also take a look at the older stations that are now being upgraded. We're currently at one of the biggest recharge charging sites in Norway and maybe the largest DC fast charging site of any CPO that is independent in Northern Europe, I'm guessing.
I don't know about that, but what I do know is that this is the biggest recharge site in Norway or in any other country. So we have 24 high-powered chargers at this IKEA just outside of Oslo. There are also 2 high-powered chargers that are reserved for IKEA's own trucks, so they can have their own deliveries. But there are 24 high-powered chargers here, Kempower charge points, that IKEA customers or others passing by, the highway is right by here, that they can use. So for recharge, this is the biggest one we have. We also have one in Bergen on the Norwegian west coast that is the same as this at the IKEA warehouse there. And we are building these kinds of sites at all the IKEA warehouses in the Nordics. Not all of them will be this big, but we're building chargers on all the IKEAs in Norway, Sweden and Denmark.
I mean, this is insane. We have, I think we counted like 14 just parking bays here with DC fast chargers. And then we have 8 of these like drive-through slots. So if you're here with like a trailer or a big car, it's just easy to navigate. It's easy to park. It's easy to charge. And yeah, I forgot, we have to charge this car because
yeah, don't forget.
Yeah. We're like too busy making the video. So I can show you guys, like, you probably have seen this before, but I mean, it's quite easy to charge with these Kempower. Let's see, maybe Stian can hold the camera and I can find my charging chip somewhere in the pocket. This is completely off script. We didn't plan on doing this on camera. So, I mean, it's cold outside now. We've had like minus 10 degrees here in Oslo the past weekend. You see I'm wearing like a hat. I never wear that here on the channel. And what I've experienced from other CPOs, and I don't want to, badmouth anybody, but I've been experiencing more problems with DC fast chargers the past week than normal. So there's something about the cold weather, something about, I don't know, the humidity or just, the weather, where chargers don't seem to be as reliable when it's cold. But this here, no problem at all. We're not going to get that much speed because this car does not have a preconditioning. So 40 kilowatts or 39 kilowatts is pretty decent now. It's like minus 3 degrees Celsius outside. We haven't been driving this car much and it's been parked overnight.
So this site here, we opened, I think 8 years ago maybe already now. This is in Oslo. We're at the place called Skøyen, west side of Oslo. We've upgraded it many times, but right now it's outdated, I would say. We have 8 50 kilowatt charge points and 150 kilowatt high power charger in this location. So what we're doing here is that we will remove all of these old 50 kilowatt charge points. They are outdated, not that reliable, and we will put in new 150 kilowatt high power chargers, Alpitronic hyperchargers. There will be 9 units. Each of them will have 2 cables, so we can charge 18 cars on high-power chargers at this location very soon.
That's insane because that's like a doubling of the capacity. And as you guys can see here, I hope there's not a lot of noise from the road, but this is a very, very busy part of Oslo where, downtown is just over there. A lot of people work here. There are a lot of shops, and stuff like that. So this
But this is a point, or this is owned by Oslo, right? The city of Oslo.
Yeah, so this location is owned by the city of Oslo. They run tenders every, I'm not sure exactly how often, like every 5 years or something like that. We just won another tender to continue running this site, and that means we'll do a big upgrade. So this is what the city of Oslo does for its citizens and for people passing through, is that they make sure that there are chargers even on the land that the city owns. All right, so now we're at the truck charging site at the harbor in Oslo. Recharge built this one in the summer of 2023, and there are no electric trucks there right now. But we were thinking we could show you how long these cables are and how big each parking spot is. So we're pulling this one over here, plugging it in.
Okay, that's actually quite funny. That is actually quite funny.
Yeah. So here you see the scale. And people think maybe of electric trucks and they think of like maybe big vans, but these are actual trucks, they're trailers.
Yeah, like trucks like that big boy over there.
Yeah, it's just like the one back there. That one's not electric though, but there are electric trucks coming in here every day charging up.
People have been talking about, Tesla semi-trucks and stuff like that, and that's the future. But in Norway, we've had electric trucks for years, right?
Yeah, and there are many hundred electric trucks in Norway. Right now, a lot of them are driving Volvo, the Volvo FH Electric. You can Google that one and look it up. Very cool looking truck that you can get in lots of different configurations. Right here, you have a company called Enger Transport. They drive deliveries for Coca-Cola and others. So Coca-Cola gets products brought in by ship into the harbor, and they want to make sure that their deliveries are emissions-free for what's called last mile delivery. So the delivery from the harbor to the locations around Oslo. So those trucks are delivering those products for Coca-Cola and others here from the harbor.
And it's pretty cool, like just for scale, like the distance between. So we have 3 of these Alpatronic 300 kilowatt chargers, right? That can also split the charge between 2 vehicles. You can charge a car here. I mean, it's not reserved for trucks, but I mean, if you're new to this charging station, if you're watching, this video now and you haven't seen this before, I mean, I would guess trucks should have like priority here because of the massive size. Like we were just in Oslo, in Skien. I mean, we're still in Oslo, we're just right outside of the city, but in Skien, where we had like so many chargers crammed into a small space, and here we have a lot of room for a few chargers only.
Yeah, well, I think this site is still quite new. Most people don't know about it, and also I think some people think that it's reserved for trucks, and it's actually not. We're keeping it open for now for regular cars as well, because there aren't that many trucks yet charging here. But if we see in the future that the trucks will have to wait for regular cars, then we're gonna have to probably reserve the whole site for trucks.
And this is nice also, there are toilets here, so the truck drivers can go to the toilet, and also other people. Is this run by the city of Oslo, this station here, these toilets?
Yeah, so credit where credit is due, the city of Oslo has helped pay for this site. So it's subsidized by the city. Very forward-thinking people, the people who run the city of Oslo. They're really into electric vehicles, charging, electrification. So they've helped us build this site, and they make sure that there are toilets here for the truck drivers. We are at the recharge charging stations at Esso Ryen, another one of the Oslo sites. We've had chargers here for many years. As you see, there are 3 50 kilowatt fast chargers and 1 300 kilowatt high power charger in this place. What we're doing here, because this is a popular site, we're removing those 3 fast chargers, putting up 4 new high power charge points up there, and then over here we are removing 2 fuel pumps under the roof here. Those are being replaced by 2 more high power chargers, and then there's another 6 high power chargers that we're putting up in front of the store over here. So in total, this site will have 14 high power charge points in a couple of weeks time from now.
I mean, that's insane, that's insane. So as you said, over here, we have 5 charging points because the Alpatronic can split the charge between 2 cars. And then we have 3 of these FSEC, I think, 50 kilowatt chargers. So we're going to put up 2 new Alpatronic chargers, so 6 charging points over there, and then they can split the charge between 2 cars, so 150 kilowatts for 6 cars, or you can charge 3 cars 300 kilowatts. I mean, you have the ability to choose there, and then 8 of these can power 200 kilowatt chargers, I'm guessing here. Do you know?
I believe these will be 200 kilowatt.
Yeah.
Can't say for sure, but I think so. Yeah. So this will be a real hub for charging, and you have the highway passing right by here. Lots of traffic going by. You have apartment buildings, if you see on the other side. There's lots of people living around here that have electric cars and might not be able to charge them at home. So this site is really, it is used a lot today, and we think it will be used even more when we get this new, all these new chargers up. And we're doing this in cooperation with, so this is an Esso station. There's a company named Certus Energy Norway that run these stations. So we co-invest here. They pay half, we pay half.
Cool.
So no public funding or no City of Oslo money going into this project. So when we remove these old 50 kilowatt chargers, we're hoping that they can have a second life somewhere, because we don't want to throw these away. That would be a total waste. So hopefully they will be used maybe for depot charging somewhere. Maybe there are some companies that will want to buy these or take these off our hands, and they will be able to be used again, because they're still working, they're functional, but they're not fast enough.
So what we can do, we can put a contact information to you or to somebody at Recharge. So if you run a company, so you need 50 kilowatt chargers, we'll have contact information down below so you can get in touch with Recharge and the correct people for that.
Absolutely.
Recharge, who are also the sponsor of this video, has more than 4,000 DC fast chargers across Norway, Sweden, and Finland. They have been building many new charging stations the past few years. And in the years to come, they will focus more on upgrading the older sites with 50 kilowatt chargers to more modern and future-proof chargers with higher speeds. And in this quest, and as we've shown in this video, not only is the speed increasing, but also the capacity, which for a growing EV market is as important as speed.